From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weekend weather.
Hey, good morning, folks, and happy Sunday. Hope you've had a nice weekend so far. As we head through today, hey, summer storms continue. Classic type of day. Random pop-ups here or there. Not a washout for everybody, but still some of us who are lucky or unlucky, depending on how you look at it. If you have outdoor plans, we'll probably catch some of those showers and storms. Temperatures, generally speaking, will be on an upward trend. Mainly the humidity will be, which means those heat index values will be skyrocketing over the next 7 days. So we have a heat wave inbound. I think it's pretty safe to say that at this point over the next few days. I'll discuss that more in just a moment. First things first, let's take a look at what we can expect for our Sunday. Notice we're starting the day out with those widespread upper 70s, lower 80s, already humid, right? We've set the precedent clearly already because we have that humidity in the area. Then you notice that pop-up type stuff just kind of going here and there across the area today. Again, not widespread in the sense that all of us or many of us will see rain, but if, say, Florence and Lawrenceburg just happens to catch a rain shower, then, hey, that seems like a lot of us getting some rain. But if we avoid it and stay totally dry in Lawrenceburg and totally dry in the Shoals, then most of us stay dry, right? So it all depends on how you define it here. Either way, it's just kind of random. Don't take it at exact face value. Just kind of keep an eye on the radar here. Download the Tennessee Valley Weather app. I've been encouraging you to do that over the last couple of weeks if you don't have it already, because if you do have it, you'll know what I'm about to say. It notifies you if there's lightning nearby. Very handy tool to have in these summertime pop-up type days, because sometimes you're just caught outside, have those outdoor plans, and a storm pops up out of nowhere. You want to have the quickest warnings to go inside, wait for that storm to pass over. That is a great way to do it. But otherwise, I think we'll be just fine. Highs in the 90s, right there around 90, 92 on the whole, really on average through today. Then as we head through tomorrow, very similar day, starting the day out in the 70s, and we'll be back to the 90s in no time for our Monday. Heat index values will be very high too. Here's why. So, of course, through the first half of the week, we will continue with this isolated thunder shower activity. Notice it's not particularly widespread, but we will still see some chance of that there as we head into that first portion of the week. It starts to fade away, I would say, around Thursday, but do you see that? That big, broad clockwise rotation? Well, that is high pressure. High pressure leading to higher temperatures. High pressure generally speaking, kind of pushes air out, causes warmer temperatures here. So that, combined with the fact that we're getting moisture funneled into the area as those gears kind of churn, well, look at these widespread heat index values around 107. Some of us maybe even up to 109 in that same time frame. So we're going to definitely see those heat advisories continue to get expanded through the next 7 days, maybe even those heat warnings. Of course, we don't really issue those, right? The Weather Service does. We just relay that information to you. However, it wouldn't shock me in the slightest to see those start to get expanded over the next several days. In fact, I expect it with this heat wave, which is earnestly starting, I would say, today. But really, you could make an argument that it started yesterday, because we did see some of us that didn't get any of those rain with those heat index values near 100. So we'll have to watch that very, very carefully. Notice over the next 7 days, well, there's a little bit of some changes, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, a little bit drier in that time frame. I don't think a lot of us will see rain then. I think the main story, especially the second half of the week, will be that heat. Heat index values, once more, 107 to 109, definitely across the Tennessee Valley. Some of us, though, I think could be on the higher side of that, 108 to 109. So don't overexert yourself. There's no shame in taking a break on a hot summer day. You've lived here long enough. You know what I'm saying. Wear light clothing, short sleeves, shorts. Sunscreen is going to be helpful too, by the way. And stay very, very hydrated.